How do you, that seemed like kind of a weird game in a way. I mean, you guys looked like you were on the verge of blowing them out, but it ends up kind of being close there. What was your take on that? Kind of how it seemed like you guys were really rolling for a while and then ended up kind of being.
Yeah, I mean, that was just losing football offensively for the second half there. I think Jax did a good job making some plays for us. But it was just losing football. I mean, that's just a lot of that was. I mean, we came out, I think, first few drives, did a great job moving the ball down the field, finishing in the red zone, and then from then on it was pretty poor. So you love coming out of these kind of games with a W, as we did. Just about everything you could offensively to lose it. Defense just played great, and there were guys throughout the course of the game stepping up offensively, but as a collective unit, that was just losing football, and we'll make some corrections and be ready to come out and respond to that.
And yet, despite that, it's the most points anyone scored on Houston all year. What does that tell you about the potential for this offense if you can kind of get that stuff out of the way?
Yeah, no, there is, and I think we know that. Like, we know our standards much higher, and shoot, when we can put together all three phases, complementary football, I think we can be a really, really dangerous football team. And then just, like you said, offensively, still being able to come up with points and things like that here and there. I think the defense put us in some good spots. But yeah, I mean, shoot, there's good stuff. There's good stuff on tape. I'm not saying like it's all bad. There's good stuff on tape. It's just being able to do that consistently and it's just play our brand of football. Play our brand of football, play in and play out, we'll be better.
Cooper, in your first press conference here, you talked about how receivers like yourself, like Jaxon, are blurring the line outside the slot, as well as Jackson's playing this year. How well has he exploited that sort of blurring of the lines?
Yeah, I mean, he's done a really good job. I think you've seen his ability to kind of move around in the offense. He's done a great job being able to, make guys pay across the field, wherever it is. He's been able to come alive in all three phases of the pass game. So that's been really cool to see, and it is. I mean, you kind of you slot him, no pun intended, into a certain slot, but he can do he can play across the board, and he's shown that, and he's going to continue to do that.
Has excellence become the standard for him? I mean, we're 7 games in, 5 games with 100 yards or more. It feels like these are becoming routine performances, but they're anything but that in some ways. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing routine about what he's been able to do productivity-wise. That's very difficult. That's difficult. It takes a lot of work to be able to do that. So, I mean, I think that's the standard. I mean, whatever it is. When your number is called, you want to make the play. And, I think that's the standard for our room in general. It's like when your number is called, be the one to go out there and make a play, and he's done a really good job of that.
What do you think of just kind of how calm and poised he was over on their sideline when I saw you right over there with him? He was just kind of sitting there on their bench.
Yeah, that was a really good job. I mean, awareness that he's outnumbered. There were only a couple of us that were able to get in there to try to help him out. So good call, keeping us calm there, being able to draw the 15-yard penalty.
Did you see the official there? Kind of guard him?
Yeah, no, I know. I was talking to the official because I was like, hey, you should throw the flag because he just got shoved into the bench. And he's like, yeah, I know, but he couldn't throw the flag because he has hands on the bench. And so he was. Yeah, we had a good little discussion over there, able to get out of that, but I'm glad Jax was all right.
Can you take us through the passing attempt from ideation to execution, kind of what happened there?
Mine? Yeah, it was a bad play. Just a bad play. Don't have a good record when it comes to throwing footballs in the NFL right now, so.
That was your 5th passing attempt?
I don't even really want to talk about it. I've already said too much. Good, guys? Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Cooper.